What if we took training and we didn't? Well, I'm not. When I say lab, it doesn't mean sit here for 8 hours. What it means is spend a couple hours, 1 or 2, drill a skill. That's it. Drill some skills. One hour, we'll work on this. That's it for the day. Or 30 minutes. Or you set yourself a schedule or a regimen. 10 minutes anti-airs, 2 minutes, 15 minutes counter poking, 15 minutes oki, things like that. And once you're done, that's it. Bam. Next day, or then you do your next day of training, or you make a regimen of the second type of training. So it could be situational training. So this character did this to me. Okay, it's gonna force you to have to play another character to learn how to play him and do this. But okay, now I do this. All right, how do I counter poke this character? You start putting things in place, and it just don't spend more than an hour. You don't have to make it feel like work. You want to build the muscle memory to have. You want the routine to build the muscle memory. So you're not just playing alone on feel. You now have the knowledge, because you're gonna be good at it once you get the knowledge. That's it. Every time you play a match, it's taking everything, it's combining everything that you learned from your training and putting it to test. That's it. You don't listen. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm insane when it comes to labbing. I don't like not knowing things. I ask myself questions more than any other player because I hate being ignorant. Right? That's a me thing. I probably lab more than anyone on Twitch in these fighting games. Probably. It's why I have a very big objective look on the games, the characters, how I feel about tier lists and shit like that. It's because I try to do my best to look at everything. But that's a me thing. That doesn't have to be a you thing. What I do doesn't equal what you should do. You can take part of what I do to help yourself and make your own way. That's what I had to do. I didn't figure this out until I've built a regimen for myself and it works for me, right? So I understand where you may have an issue with this. I think though, if you do break this mental block, and I don't mind helping you with it, but I think the minute that you break this and you give yourself a decent training schedule, no more than an hour, and train on these things, then you'll be fine. That's what I think. I feel like you'll be ridiculous. No. It's okay to want to learn in the moment. But I think the issue is you will remain jaded unless you actually put in the time to iron it out. And wait, I have another way to make it even more fun for you to make that process more enjoyable. Right? That's why they included the online training mode, so you can practice with a friend. Or just sit in Discord with someone or something like that and just learn like with them. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're constantly learning with someone, it makes it less boring, right? Like for example, when Strive first came out, I was in Discord with the boys. Hey, what'd you figure out? Or even Xrd. Xrd is the best example of that. What'd you figure out? Okay, well I can do this with Chip. What'd you figure out? Okay, well with Bedman you could do this, and this. So how do I beat that? All right, like bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, the first month Silent was hitting boys with bed press, or we call it bed press because we didn't know it was called Task C for a while. So I'm gonna call it bed press, but we all know it's Task C. He had these really good setups at the time for the bed press, and people had no answer for it, right? But he explained it to us. We figured it out. This is how it works. If I put a seal up here, this, that, and the other, you have to hit the seals. We didn't even know you had to hit the seals. You know, we didn't know that. But we had to play together, talk to each other together, and figure it out. So it can make it less boring. It can make it more fun when you have people who are excited as you to figure it out. Like, I want you to get better. Like, for example, let's say DNF Duel is your game, right? The thing about me is even though I may feel some type of way about the marketing and whatnot, I don't think the game is bad, right? but I can play the game and help you get better at it, even though I don't care about the game. Like, I don't care to excel at it, right? I can play it, be strong, be competent, just beat people up just because I can. But if you want to take it to that next level, be a strong player, I don't mind helping you get there by teaching you the concepts or sitting here with you. That's why I train and show you guys stuff on stream, so you can see what I'm doing and maybe apply it to what you do. It doesn't have to be to the utmost extreme, but let's say I labbed it out for you. Well, you now have the answer. You know, now you don't have to think about it. Unfortunately, I'm doing you a solid. Like, fortunately, I'm doing you a solid for free on stream, when I can just keep all these answers to myself. It doesn't do me any good keeping it to myself, because if the player base is competent, then what? You know, it's better if we're all competent. Then you have counterplay. It's like that in the other genres. It's not like they're running tactics that other teams aren't aware of. That's why they scrim against each other, to understand the tactics and find ways to tighten up to improve. I don't see this as anything different, but I think that would help you.